What's up, guys? It's me, your bag, Master Walrus 9, back at it with another bit of One Piece deck testing. Today, we are taking a look at OP16. Luffy OP16 just came out. I'm super excited to see this deck, how it wants to play, see it in action, and does it feel good? This is the official deck list from the website, link in the description below. You may want a way to play it differently, and that's perfectly fine. You play the game that you want. This is supposed to be a starting point to get you thinking. But with that out of the way, let's take a look. So our leader is Green Blue Monkey.D.Luffy with the types of Impel Down and Straw Hat through OP1622. He's a 4-life leader with 5k and striking powers. With the ability Activate Main, once returned, if the only characters on your field are Impel Down, then set up to 2 of your Dawn to active. I think that's an insane effect. It greatly represents blue and green. Green being the standing up of the Dawn, while blue being more field-specific state. Blue's a field focus, while green is a Dawn focus. Oh, the music's a bit loud. Yeah. Just that. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, very nice in that regard. Yeah. So, let's take a look at the characters. You know, it's kind of like a green-red, what's it called? Green-red Krieg, where all the cards wanted to be East Blue. I think getting stuff like that makes it a very more restrictive deck, fun at the same time. So first up, OP16 number 34, a rare Monkey.D.Luffy. 1 cost, 0k for 1k counter. With a Dawn attached on your turn, this character gets plus 1000 power for each character with different name. Okay. Fascinating. And look at the top three. Top three search for an Impel Down. So you attach a Dawn, he also includes himself. So you're a minimum of 2k, but you got a 6k powerhouse when you got your board stay at filled. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. You know, you got to keep your board healthy, so stuff that has board removal and board control can definitely be a pain. But I like it. I think it's cool. We have a 2 of in here. Inazuma. OP16 number 24, an uncommon. 2 cost, 1k with a 1k counter. When this character is KO'd by an opponent's effect, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with the blocker. So the opponent decides to remove it, then you have the ability to stun with theirs. So is it the best blocker? No, but it's something. You know, we're getting a lot of blocker prevention in more recent sets, so the blockers have to adapt a little bit more. I got nothing much else to say about that. Jinbei, OP16 number 27, a rare. 2 cost, 2k with a 2k counter, 2s around the board. On X1, this card gets plus 2000 power. That's pretty good. So you got a 2 cost, 5k body. You have to attach a Dawn for it, and it's going to be KO'd your next turn because of how weak it is. But you have that 2k counter if you want to use it defensively. You have an option to fill the board for your Luffy character. All in all, pretty good. Next up is Emporio Ivankov. OP16 number 26 is super rare. 4 cost, 4k with a 1k counter. On play, look at the top 3 cards in your deck. Reveal 1 Impel Down type card, add it to your hand. List the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Then you get to play 1 character with a cost of 2 or less from your hand. So cheat out a 2-drop and a top 3 search. That's very nice on a 4k. I think that's pretty cool. A lot better than the Ivankov we had in like the Zoro Sanji deck, where it's from the top of the deck. That's much more of a blue effect. This is incorrect. Yeah, that's it, right? That's it, right? I don't know why. Sometimes the sim will give you the wrong cards by accident. We're looking at Monkey.D.Luffy from starter deck 30. This is a super rare, 4 cost, 6k. And I know this one's correct because it has the impel down type. On play, rest one of your Dawn. This character gets rush for the turn. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with block on attack. I think that's an insanely great card. If you play it on your 5-drop turn, you get a rushing 6k that rests the blocker. Not only does it ignore the blocker, it rests the blocker. So you can punish it in other ways. If you're playing green, which you are, you can electrical Luna that blocker so it doesn't unstun. You can attack into it with something that's a bit better, or you just ignore it and swing in at the opponent. I think this is going to be a great high value card. Being starter deck locked is a little rough, but we'll probably see blueprints in a premium booster whenever that comes out, however long. And our last screen card is Boa Hancock. OP16 number 32 is super rare. 7 cost, 9k with no counter. This card is unblockable. One of those more recent tags with Seeing. I think it's pretty nice. I'll play up to one of your opponent's characters other than Monkey.D.Luffy cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's phase. So not broken. I think it's pretty good. I always do like how Hancock doesn't work on Luffy. Like, does that ruin some of the matchups? Yeah, but I think the flavor of that effect is much better than the matchup data. So, with the exception of an event, those are our greens. Let's take a look at our blues. OP16 number 54, a rare Mr. 1 Dod's Bones. He's a 2 cost, 2k for 1k counter. Move 1 Dawn attach. If you have 5 or more cards on your hand, this card gets plus 3k power. And on play, draw a card. Insanely good. I could see this going into solid amount of decks, because you're gonna want to have 5 cards in your hand. On attach brings them to 3k power, so you got a 6k hitter. That's not bad. I mean, let's say you go second. It's your turn 2. On your turn 1, you play Daw's Bones. On your turn 2, you attach 1 to Daw's Bones, and then you have 3 left that you could play with. So you got a 6k hit, and then you got your leader hit. That's very early aggression. I think that's an awesome card. And if you can combo it in with some sort of Baroque's work, which I think will eventually get like maybe a blue-black Baroque's work. We'll get some more Baroque works in the future, and it's possible for it to be blue. I think that's that could work well. I think that works well. Next up is OP16 number 55, a rare Mr. 2 Bon Carré Bentham. 2 cost, 1k, on play, draw a card. Not bad at all. Dawn X1 when attacking, this character's base power becomes the same as your opponent's leader's power during this turn. So you're always going to be able to strike into their leader. You're going to be left out for dying, which is a little rough, but you are a cheap card. This deck is very much a rookie rush. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Super rare time, Mr. Free Yalpina, OP16 number 56. 4 cost, 5k with a 1k counter. Activate main, trash this character, draw 2 cards, and one of your opponent's characters, will cost of 9 or less, cannot attack until the end of your opponent's end phase. I really don't know how to feel about that. I mean, it's good. I don't know. Like, it's very good defensively. Drawing 2 cards, insanely good effect. And stunning an opponent's 9 cost or less is very nice. Maybe it's because I like to play a bit more aggressive than defensive, or I like to think a little bit more aggressive than defensive. I don't think that this is insane, but it seems good. And then OP16 number 48, a super rare Buggy 5 cost, 6k with a 1k counter. On play, if your leader is the Impel Down type, draw 1 card and play 1 Prisoner of Impel Down from your hand. And once per turn, this effect can be activated when your opponent attacks. Up to one of your Prisoner of Impel Down cards gains a blocker until the end of the turn. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. And then we'll combo that up with our next card, Prisoner of Impel Down. OP16 number 42, a rare. 6 cost, 6k with a 2k counter. Under the rules of this game, you can have any number of this card in your deck. The issue with this card is because it's a rare, and this deck and the buggy deck wants like a ton of them in there. It's like a $10 card. Maybe it's gone down a bit out of pre-release. Maybe cut down to half to about a $5 card. But when you're running 10 copies of a $5 card, this is a $50 deck on this own at least. And this Prisoner of Impel Down, well, being a nice 2k counter that works with the buggy, I don't think is like going to be crucial for this deck. There's, let me see if I can find blue-green Impel Down. Yeah, there's a lot of Impel Down that got added. Antler Cov, 2k buggy from the starter deck. Mr. Free and Green, Mr. Free from the starter deck. Buggy for green, stuff like that. There's a lot of alternatives that you could take for running this deck than with this buggy Prisoner of Impel Down style, because these are what the two work together for. And I get it that it works synergistically, but I'm not crazy on that price point for getting into a deck. I think that Bandai did a very poor job by making this a rare. They made this at least an uncommon. That'd be fine, but like where you want people running 20 copies of this card in a deck, you're kind of insane for making it a rare. But it's a great combo, don't get me wrong. But are we for real? They knew. They must have known what was going to happen. I digress. Last set, 2 copies of Let's Go to the Navy Headquarters, OP16 number 38, a rare event. It's a 1 cost modular. First module, rest an additional 6 Dawn, so a total of 7. You have 5 Impel Down type characters of different names. Set your leader and all of your characters as active. That's pretty nice. You load your board, you swing in, and then you swing in again. And then counter, gain 3k on leader. So, all in all, that's going to be the deck list right there. I'm not crazy on it, but we're going to try it out. So, I'll pause the game. I'm going to queue up, and I'll see you back in a second. All right, we're back, folks. Looks like we're going to be playing against Red Monkey-D Ace. If you haven't seen that, I got a video on that as well. Not crazy on this opening. That's Mole. Not crazy on this opening. They chose to go first. I guess we can Jinbei for our turn 2. I really don't know how this wants to play. And then I can Ivankov on my turn, or my turn 1 I can Jinbei, turn 2 I can Ivankov, and then we can see what we want from there. The Hancocks aren't bad. This is our highest cost deck, part of the deck. But yeah. Now, you do have to have characters on your field to have Impel Down type characters on the field, if that makes sense. So you can't do that effect when you have no characters on the field. Okay, he's gonna swing in 6. We'll take it. Our 4-drop Luffy, not bad. But I kind of want that rush effect. So I think we'll take a look at Ivankov instead. You gotta be careful on how much we're taking. But we do have a nice turn free option here. Because this is on play. Can't do the effect. Ivankov or Galdino? Oh, he's at 3. He'll go 5 and 7 by the time I can get most use out of that. I'm gonna take the Ivankov route. We'll take Inazuma and then play that. We'll set 2 Dawn as active. And we gotta start applying a little bit of pressure. So swinging 5 at lead, try and drain out some of the hand. No, I took a life, that's fine. I'll just swing in 6 at lead. You're probably gonna take out the Jinbei, which is fine, I can live with that. Okay, they 2K out of Uda. Uda is a very nice card. That works well with the Whitebeard in the ace deck. Shoot. Oh, next turn is my 5 drop. I'm thinking, or 6 drop. I'm thinking I go Luffy because I can rush in with that. I'll add up 2 and then I'll attach and see where we're at. Okay, sets up the Monkey.D.Luffy character. He might put pressure on life. If he does, I'll counter out with Impel down. I don't want to take too much more damage and be in such a disadvantage. He's going to attach 1 to the Luffy and then attach another one if I'm correct, so he can rush. Oh, he attaches to the Garp? What? Random question mark. Oh, this is a flat 2000 power when it's got a Dawn attach. Oh. I kind of want to keep cards in my hand, so I'd rather give up the Inazuma and give up the Jinbei. He attacks into the Jinbei. We'll counter out with a 2K. Just keep him alive, keep some pressure going. And I'm not a fan of leaving a Garp alive. Like, I want to keep putting pressure on. Because I have plants. Yeah, I want to keep some pressure going. Navy headquarters. I think we can keep this as a 3K counter. It'd be fine. We're gonna drop the starter deck Luffy. And then we only have Impel down, so we'll set 2's active. Instantly attach 1 to our Jinbei there. And then we'll attach 1 to an Ivankov. And just keep on the pressure and swing, swing, swing. Next turn, we'll drop the Hancock. But we'll swing in 5 into the guard just to get rid of it. And if he tosses a card with the Luffy, then that's my bad for not playing smarter. Yeah. I do want to keep card drain, keeping some pressure going. We'll attach that 1 I was gonna keep up for defense. Yeah. Yeah, next turn I think I'm gonna drop the Hancock. Galdino wouldn't be terrible. I'll do my 1K Galdino to keep the Luffy alive. Sets up a Vista. And that Vista is going to be able to KO Jinbei. I think that was a Marco. Yeah. Let's get clear the board then. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like I got much going on. We'll drop this and stun the Vista. I can't really like. I guess I get attached to Luffy here. And I'll swing into the character. He'll have to drop 2 cards. He could just drop a 2K. Maybe Ace would have been a better and forced him to drop 2 cards. I don't know if he's kept that Marco. I don't mind Hancock next turn. Drops a Curiel as a 2K counter. Yeah, that's my bad. I should attack the Ace because I could have forced him to drop 2. I like rush style decks, rookie rush style decks are fun, but they really do go poor into late game when you just can't reach into anything. You know, you're stabbing at the ankles, but they're wearing shin guards. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Now, if he doesn't invest, we'll maybe headquarters. He does invest, so it's an 8K. We'll drop 2 prisoners for 7 and 9. Swings in with his Luffy. We'll drop a prisoner. He's gonna swing in with his Newgate. We're gonna just have to take that. I think we're just about done here. There's nothing much that we can really do. I mean, I can Hancock, stun the Newgate, swing in with 9K Hancock into the Luffy character. I mean, you could toss 2Ks and be livable. But really, the only 2Ks in that setter is the reveal and the Curiel. He lets it go. He reveals it to give the leader plus 2K. We're gonna then 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna pump up to 9. And we're gonna swing in at the Ace. And he's able to attack with Vista. He's got a 7K double attack with his Ace, which doesn't really matter. That won't put me into death state, but it will put me into lethal. Or it'll put me, it won't kill me, but it will leave me available to 1-up. I'm just gonna say looking like GG's. So I think going into this high end was a little bit on the rough side. Holy moly. Sets up the Marco. Yeah, we'll prisoner and pump that up and try and survive the best of my capabilities. I have to take damage here. And we'll take the damage there. Alright. So that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Let's try out another one. I will see you guys in a second. Alright, looks like we're back. We're playing against Usopp. Oh! Have a good luck, have fun. I think the deck does like going second. I don't mind Daw's Bones as an opener. Yeah, Buggy for prisoner. I feel like we're fine enough. You know, we could Daw's Bones too, and then Jinbei. We can do that. Let's see what the Usopp does. Your 2-cost and greater Dressrosa type characters have plus 1k cost. This character may be activated. This effect may be activated when one of your Dressrosa type characters are removed from the field by your opponent's effects or KO'd. You have 5 cards or less from your hand to draw a card. That's okay. I think that's fine. Well, let's Daw's Bones. Let's just get draw us a card for his on play. Your set 2 is active, and then Jinbei, an end turn. Next turn we'll draw one. I'm thinking like a Galdino. And I'll on stand 2, and I'll attach one to Jinbei and attach one to Bones. We should be at 5, so we can attack in pretty good. Yeah, I don't want to take, but it's a 4-4. I can afford to take an early game. Getting another Daw's Bones wouldn't be bad. I like the Galdino. I feel like it's a little early. I don't know. Let's screw it. Let's just do it. Top research. I guess we could take a Boncray. Options. Set up the Bentham. I think that was the right play. I like setting up the Bentham. And if he KOs my Daw's Bones, I can replace him with something cheap and get that maximum Luffy effect. The Zoro, okay. Gum Rain. OP16. I mean, I guess I was reprinted. Oh. Fascinating. We did have a Luffy in life, which could have been a good next turn. Oh, that was disappointing. Let's get another game up. I'll be back in a second. All right, we're back. It looks like we're playing against Katakuri. The good luck, have fun. We'll go second. I get Boncray, Inazuma, Galdino, swing in. Am I crazy on this? No, but can I run with this? Yeah. We'll Boncray. Unstand 2. Luffy. Take Ivankov. And turn. Taking a 5. I don't feel the best about doing that. I got 2 prisoners. We'll toss one. That's a pudding. When Dawn's return from your deck, set up the one Dawn from your Dawn deck as your field rested. Not bad. Question is, do I like Ivankov or do I get Dino? I think Ivankov. I take the Jinbei. Play to Jinbei. But 2 is active. Inazuma. Well, he doesn't have the ability to get as much removal on me right now. I've got 4 people I could swing in with. Is it gonna be as powerful as if I had the Inazuma? No, but I think this is fine enough of a turn. We're getting 5 swing or getting 3 swings in. That's not bad at all. Like Fuku. Fascinating. I'm putting okay. So we took a life, trained his hand decently. Sets up Kid. When Dawn's return from the field to the deck at when Dawn is active. It's a blocker. That's not bad. Who's he gonna swing into? Yeah. Okay, so Bon Cray is gone. Stack of decks. Yeah, I could take that and live happily enough. 6. It's the magic number. So I want to load up 2. I think we set up Galdino, set up Inazuma, set up 2 is active, attach 1 to our Luffy, attach 1 to our Jinbei. We'll strike in with a 6 at Katakuri. Strike in a 5 at Pudding. Now he's either gotta get rid of 2K and counter or let the Pudding go, which I can live with that, and then a 5 at a Kurt. Okay, he blocks in with his Kid, which makes sense. We got a decent setup right here. Next turn we can attack him with Galdino, trash it, draw 2. And stun something. Okay, does Pudding from Premium Booster 2, which cheats out a Big Mom efforts, cheats out Parrot Sparrow. Going into Jinbei, he's gonna be 7 into a 4. I need 2 2Ks. We'll leave him. Peaks at the top of the deck. It's Ivankov. I don't mind having an Ivan. Depends on what he does. I can block with Inazuma and be happy enough. Yeah, we'll block with Inazuma to keep the Luffy alive. Top 5 search. Okay. I'm thinking we Ivan Bentham. We could also take this Luffy right here. And then we might as well set the 2 as active. There's no reason not to right now. I'm swinging 6 at it, or oh shoot. I forgot I had 2 of the same Ivankov, so then I messed that up. I messed it up pretty badly. Swinging 5 at lead. No, this deck is fun. As a rush-centered deck, I'm not crazy on the Impel Down. Like, I've been using it as 2k counters, but if you can find something better, like Kaya, that can combo with Ivankov, like, go for it. Get some card draws, stack the deck. We're gonna trash this to draw 2, and we're gonna stun a Parasparrow. And we'll just get in with our starter deck Luffy. Swinging a 6 at lead. He's gonna want to counter out, yeah. Now swinging a 5 at lead. He's not really using the leader effect too well. Like, with that 5 at lead, you should have Dawn -1, because, like, well, I guess it's his turn. Not, nah. You can throw off his count. He could have saved the card hand, but if he wants that Dawn, that makes sense. He's at what, 7? He's at 8? 8, matching my 8. What's my next turn? I'm thinking maybe Hancock. He's probably gonna get rid of some of my guys. He sets up an 8-drop category. It's a blocker. Set up 2 big non-pirate type characters with cost of 3 or less active at the end of turn. Then add 1 Dawn from Dawn deck. That's pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna let our Luffy go. Well, we can Hancock stun the Katakuri. He's probably using it more as a blocker piece, but he's not gonna be able to attack with it, which I can live with. 7 into my Luffy. He's doing the effect. Yeah, pump him to 8. No block, but we will Impel Down Prisoner and a Mr. 1. I want to keep that Luffy alive. Being able to punish a block is going to be very nice. What we're going to do is we're just going to start with swinging in with our 6k Luffy into their pudding and rest the Katakuri. Crashes a card to reveal the top. It's a 4-drop Luffy. I like that. Okay, he attaches a Dawn to his kid and tries to swing 7 to my 6k Luffy. We'll toss a Preserve Impel down just to keep him alive, which this is going to give me some pretty solid lethal potential. Oh, okay. He uses the Katakuri to unrest his pudding. Makes sense. This is a great question. What to do here? Can the Katakuri unrest himself? He is able to, so he's free to attack with it. I think first things first, I think we'll just drop the Hancock, leave the Lush Luffy for later, and like attach to Ivankov, attach to Boncray, stuff like that. But I do want to keep the Hancock possibility. so that's a 7 with an untapped 2 for a potential 5. I want 1, 2, and 3, which gives me 2. So I could Luffy and then Luffy again for 7. I think that's reasonable. It's reasonable. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna not be able to rest that Katakuri. Attach a 5 into Ivan. Swing in. He does the effect to push him to 6. We'll do the same thing here. 5 Ivan into leader. Let's attack into the Captain Kid. We'll drain him a little bit and just try and get rid of what we can. Mama Ragon. That's an investment right there. He's unable to rest, so like, why? Why bother? Usuhachi, that's a big one right there. I see, I should go for the life, but I also don't want to give him more cards in hand. He's got a very nice offensive piece right now. 2 5s of the Charlotte Pudding, 7k with the Parasparrow, and a 6k with the Kid. 9 to attach, 2 cards in hand. He goes Pudding into the Bentham, which is fine. 9 drop, sets up the Lin. -1, trash a card, then add 1 from the top of your deck to your life. Place one of your opponent's characters that costs a 6 or less at the top or bottom of their life. So he sets my Rush Luffy at the bottom of my life, which is great removal, but I do get an extra life, which is very nice. Ivan with the 5. I'll give up a prisoner to keep Ivan alive. Hmm. 7 into the Ivan, we'll take it. Six into my other Ivan. Let's go to Navy headquarters. I couldn't be terrible. That wouldn't be terrible if I could get it out. But I gotta survive like a huge string of hits. I just gotta do what I can and build some sense of a board state. Now I attack up the Luffy first. And we rest the Katakuri, that way he can't block with it. He can block with the Kid, and it's only free block against my leader. He takes it. We'll attack my 9 into his Katakuri. If he's got a 2k, then that's unfortunate. Well, he'll probably block. No, he decides to attack in and doesn't. Yeah. Like part of me is tempted to swing in, but I think keeping his hand drained is the right approach. I got an additional life up on him. We both have solid fields. He can attack into me with some pretty big powerhouses. He did pull another Katakuri. Yeah, the Luffy's gonna have to go. Shit, this is tough. 9 into the 9. Hancock's gonna have to go. Six into the 5, 7 into the 5. We're gonna have to take that. Bonkray is not terrible. Seven to the 5, we'll take that. We can drop the Hancock. 7 to the 5, we'll take that. Toss is bad. Parasparrow. And sets those two up as active. Yeah, there's really not much I can do at this point. His defense is a bit too strong. We'll do what we can. We're not gonna give up. But we'll add 2. We'll add 1 to this Luffy here. Swinging 7 at his kid. Rest of Katakuri. He had a 2K. Okay. Okay. We're gonna attach 3 to Galdino. Swinging 8 at his Katakuri character. Attach 1 to Bentham. Swinging 6 at his kid character. Attach 1 to... Attach none to our leader. Swinging 5 there. We're gonna toss the Bentham down to Linlin. And draw 2. I was hoping we would have pulled an Inazuma. Not looking like it. And I'll drop a Luffy character. I guess we'll take... We can only use 1 Navy headquarters, so we'll take the buggy just because of the potential counter there. We'll end turn. Draws 1. He's only got 2 characters he can attack with because purple really doesn't have rushers. That just 5 goes in 10. He's gonna pop up to 11. We're gonna Navy headquarters to go up to 8. 2 with prisoners of impel, and then 1 with a buggy. Searches for something. A Nana. You can play it to get blocked. Then you probably attach Rita Parasparrow and swing in. Which I think maybe we take. Nana is a 1K counter. Okay, sets up a Nana. Yeah, attaches free. 10 into Luffy. I don't want to give him up, but I think we're gonna have to. I think we drop another Hancock and just stun the Linlin again. We'll set 2 of my Donda active. Want to hit 7? The Inanna's gonna be able to block it out though. Damn. Attach 2 to Bon Cray. And we can swing in 7 at Parasparrow. And he blocks with a Nana. This is a tight game right here. Tight, tight, tight. And we can attach 2 to my leader, Luffy. Back in with Parasparrow. And we'll leave the 1-up as a fake out. I would have liked to get Daw's Bones out. But next turn I can Jinbei Daw's Bones and attach with the Luffy and swing in. Pudding. Probably attach 7 and swing in. Yeah. Goes into the Bon Cray. I get why you did that. I don't have any stun. He's going to be able to swing in with Limlin next turn. We're gonna Buggy, Impel down, set 2 is active, Hancock, stun to Limlin. And part of me doesn't want to give card draw, but we need to start pushing lethal. So we'll attack him with 5. Because I don't want any shenanigans with my Hancock. Okay. Yeah, we need to push lethal. We have a block. Looks like a top 5 searcher for our big bombs. It sets up the Katakuri block. Okay. Five drop. Block. Daw's Bones. He's got 2 life, 1 card in hand, and an 8k block. Okay. I think let's just start by pushing 9. And we'll push 9 again. He's got 3. I don't think he's got a ton of 2Ks. He's got the Usuhachu. There's a good chance he's got, like, yeah, he's done 2, 2. He's probably drained out of his 2Ks. Maybe he got 1. We'll push 9 with Buggy. Nine with Prisoner. Because if it's 1-1-1, he's got a... Okay. He's going for the 1k power, both. Boof. 2k Daifuku, the kid, and I won. He had normal beam sword. That was a very tight game. I lucked out insanely. If I wasn't able to stun out his Linlin with the top draw Hancock, I would have been out of this. But that's the way the game goes. Sometimes you just get lucky. Luck is just as much of a skill. And if he didn't use the 9-drop Lin to put my Luffy back on bottom, which I get, it helped give me some pressure, but he did give me that extra life. He would have been able to push a little bit more comfortably. I was on the edge the entire time. But that's going to do it for another video today. Insanely great game here today. Super fun. I'm looking at building this deck. I am going to do it a bit differently. Like I said at the start of this video, I'm not crazy on the Prisoner of Impel Down and the buggies while they're so expensive, and I do like to use actual cards, not proxies. So I think we're going to try for a bit more of a variation on the rush style aspect of this. But I think this was fun. This was super, super fun. Super, super fun. I was going to do it for this today. If you have any comments or critiques on my playstyle, please let me know. I'm trying to get better. If you got a little bit of a variation on this deck list, I'd love to try it out. But otherwise, my friends, as always, you have a beautiful day and stay sloppy. Bye.